That morning started with a sound I'll never forget. 3 hard pounds on my front door at exactly 5:03 a.m. I shot up in bed, heart racing. Who knocks like that before the sun is even up? I stumbled to the door in my boxers, looked through the peephole, and saw Marcus Reed, my 58-year-old next-door neighbor, standing there in an old gray hoodie, eyes wide, breathing heavy like he'd sprinted over. I cracked the door. "Marcus, everything okay?" He didn't even say good morning. He just leaned in and whispered in the lowest voice I'd ever heard from him. Said, "Caleb, don't go to work today. Just trust me. Call in sick, please." I laughed nervously. "Man, it's Wednesday. I've got the quarterly presentation." He grabbed my arm, hard. "I'm begging you, stay home today." Then he walked away before I could ask why. I stood there in the doorway, cold air hitting my chest, trying to figure out if I'd just dreamed that. Little did I know, saying yes to Marcus that morning would be the only reason I'm still alive to tell you this story. My name is Caleb Vaughn, 32 years old, senior project manager at Voss and Klein Construction, the biggest firm in the state. I had the corner office, the company truck, the 6-figure salary, and most importantly, I had Ryan Carter as my best friend since college. Ryan and I came up together. Same dorm, same major, same dreams. When I got promoted over him last year, he smiled, hugged me, and said, "You deserve it, bro." We carpooled every day. He was the guy who knew everything about me. My fears, my passwords, my plans to propose to my girlfriend next month. That's why, when Marcus told me to stay home, my first instinct was to text Ryan. "Feeling sick, taking a day. Cover for me?" Ryan replied instantly. "No worries, gang. I got you. Rest up." I smiled, crawled back into bed, and fell asleep thinking how lucky I was to have a friend like him. If only I knew the knife was already in my back. Around 11:47 a.m., my phone started exploding. 27 missed calls, all from coworkers. Then a text from Sarah in accounting. "Caleb, turn on the news, now." I grabbed the remote with shaking hands and flipped to Channel 9. The headline burned into my eyes. "Massive explosion at Voss and Klein headquarters. Multiple employees feared dead." The reporter stood in front of what used to be my office building, now a smoking pile of twisted steel and flames. A gas line rupture, they said, happened at 9:12 a.m. The entire executive floor, gone. My knees gave out. I hit the floor crying, screaming names of people I loved. Then my phone rang again. Private number. I answered. A distorted voice said, "Tell anyone you heard this, and you're next." Click. I sat there, frozen, until I realized something that turned my tears into pure rage. The explosion happened at 9:12. Ryan's desk sat directly above the main gas line. He would have been the first to smell it, unless he already knew. I couldn't breathe. My best friend of 14 years tried to murder me and 37 other people? I opened my laptop with shaking fingers and logged into the company cloud drive using the backup admin password Ryan once bragged he'd found. And there it was, an email chain from a burner account titled Project Clean Slate. Ryan had been selling bids to our biggest competitor for 18 months. When Mr. Voss started auditing the books last week, Ryan panicked. The last email, sent at 2:14 a.m. the night before, read, "Insurance payout plus removing the evidence tomorrow morning. Harper becomes the fall guy. His laptop has everything planted. Make sure he's in the building." He planted fake proof on my work laptop, the one sitting on my desk when the building blew. He was going to let me burn alive and collect millions while the world thought I was the traitor. I threw up in the kitchen sink. Marcus knocked again that evening. This time, I let him in. He sat at my table, eyes red, and finally told me the truth. He'd been walking his dog at 4 a.m. when he saw Ryan sneak out of the office park carrying a duffel bag and a gas can. Marcus put it together and ran straight to my door. I looked at him and said, "I'm not letting him walk away from this." Marcus nodded slowly. "Then we do it smart, no blood. We destroy him the way he tried to destroy you, slowly, legally, and completely." Over the next week, we built a case that would make the devil himself sweat. Every late-night text Ryan ever sent bragging about money, every fake invoice, every voice memo where he laughed about taking me down. I even recovered the deleted CCTV of him planting the explosives. Marcus knew a retired cop who pulled strings. But the best part? Ryan thought I was dead. The news ran my photo for days. Caleb Vaughn presumed among the missing. He was planning his new life in Costa Rica with blood money. 3 weeks after the explosion, Ryan threw a memorial party for me at his lake house, packed with coworkers who survived because they were late that day. He stood on the deck, fake tears in his eyes, giving a speech about how much he missed his brother. That's when I stepped out of the trees wearing a black hoodie. The entire party went dead silent. Ryan's champagne glass slipped from his hand and shattered. I walked straight up to him, looked him in the eyes, and said loud enough for everyone to hear, "Miss me?" You should have seen his face. Pure terror. Phones came out, live streams started. I held up the flash drive. "FBI is 30 seconds out, Ryan. Everything you did is on here, including the video of you lighting the fuse." He tried to run. 2 agents tackled him on the dock. As they cuffed him, he screamed, "Caleb, please, we're brothers!" I leaned down and whispered, "Brothers don't murder each other for money." He broke down sobbing while the whole world watched. Ryan Carter was sentenced to life without parole. The insurance company sued him for $180 million. They'll own him forever. Every cent he ever hid got seized. His wife left. His kids changed their last name. He spends his days in a 6x8 cell, knowing the man he tried to kill is the one who put him there. Me? I started the Harper Foundation with the reward money, helping families of the victims. Marcus comes over every Sunday for coffee. We don't talk much. We don't have to. Some heroes wear capes. Mine wears an old firefighter hoodie and saved my life with 3 knocks on a door. Here's what this taught me the hard way. The people closest to you can hurt you the deepest, but they can also be the ones who save you when no one else will. Check your circle. Trust your gut, and never, ever ignore a 5 a.m. knock from someone who cares. Because sometimes the universe sends a warning, and if you listen, you get to write the ending yourself. If this story made your blood boil, made you cry, or made you hug someone you love a little tighter tonight, do me a favor. Drop a like so this can reach someone who needs to hear it. Comment below, what city or country are you watching from right now? And tell me, on a scale of 1 to 10, how was the video? Hit that subscribe button and ring the bell because next week, I'm dropping an even darker betrayal story that will leave you speechless. Share this with one person who needs to be reminded that justice always finds a way. Thank you for being here, family. I'll see you in the next one. Stay safe out there.